Hey everybody, been a while, I know. Been busy. Let's see. Since I last rambled, I think last Saturday, a week from today, I was at a Rockies game, and I, from the game, was able to get into the Breakfast Club broadcast for just a second and show them that I was actually at the game. So that was pretty fun. Broadcasting from the stands from a Rockies game. All the different weird YouTube stuff that I've been able to do. It's about, checking off boxes on my giant bingo card. Anyways, today I'm recording this just to put it out there that I made a prediction. And if I'm going to be wrong, I want not just the people that I was arguing with on Facebook to hold me accountable to this. I'll just be wrong in front of everyone. Okay? So, I have since February been really interested in the going-ons of all cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano especially. I live pretty close to the founder of Cardano, Charles Hoskinson, and so I've been following his channel a lot, and I think he makes the best arguments towards reopening, and has through the whole pandemic. Whereas I was still a holdout for the longest time. I think that of all the arguments I heard throughout the pandemic to reopen everything, he made the best arguments of them all, even if I disagreed with him. But as far as that cryptocurrency thing goes, I've been interested in it and talking with some of my friends about it. My friend Haas the most. And recently I made a post that was not about cryptocurrency at all to begin with on Facebook, and it was about just don't get caught being paid less than you're worth, as the economy is it's suffering from a lot of inflation right now that people don't recognize, because the consumer price index is just measuring things that aren't the totality of the experience that we have, when the dream of owning your own home is farther and farther from any millennial being able to achieve it. If your pay is stagnant but the price of houses keeps going up, then the amount that you'd have to put down for the house and just the price of the house itself, you're not going to be able to make the monthly payments, because really you shouldn't be spending more than a quarter of your income on your housing situation at all. But not only are millennials priced out of homes, like regular mortgages, they're priced out of just finding a place to rent, and I just really advocate for people to find some employment where you're being respected with pay, and not just that 1 to 3% raise every year, which I call inflation negation, when the real inflation is that housing prices are 20% more year after year, and this bubble has grown to the point where houses are kind of out of reach of a lot of people. Some people can't afford to live in the same cities where they work, and that's not really tenable. So I made a post about that on Facebook, and I had a thread go into talks about cryptocurrency. It was kind of a tangent, but at one point in that thread, I made a prediction about the price of Bitcoin. And I want to put that out in this video so that you all hear it, and if I'm wrong, I can be called on it, right? So I predicted that the price of Bitcoin, which, hold on, right now, as we speak on my favorite exchange, this is July 10th, 2012. Right now, Bitcoin is sitting at $33,422 per Bitcoin, right? Each. I think that by the end of the year 2021, Bitcoin will have hit at least $115,000 per Bitcoin. And at that point, it will probably surpass the total market cap value of the company Apple. Like all the iPhones and iPods and iPads and iWatches and all that stuff. Bitcoin itself, the value of it will be bigger than the stock for the company of Apple. That's my estimate, right? So I also, in addition to that prediction, that by the end of the year that would happen, I would say that in the next 4 years, there's going to be a point with Bitcoin where it's going to hit it's going to be worth more than all the gold on the planet, right? That's like the most outrageous way I can put it, but that would be the point where Bitcoin is $500,000 per Bitcoin to $800,000 per Bitcoin, depending on how you calculate up the value of all the gold on the planet. I had this checked by my friend Dax, who says that it's closer to $800,000 per Bitcoin that you would have to equal the value of all the gold on the planet being wrapped up into Bitcoin. But that that I predict will happen within the next 4 years as well, right? This video is uploaded, time-stamped. You all have heard my prediction. I actually think that by late September through October, you'll see the biggest price movement with Bitcoin in this year of 2021. There's this, by my own analysis of the movements in previous cycles of Bitcoin, there's this thing that I call the Strait of Gibraltar. It's the narrowest point of averaging the previous cycles and what they did and how they went logarithmically bigger each time. So that Strait of Gibraltar is somewhere between the end of September and through October. That if Bitcoin is going to act like it did in previous cycles in its logarithmic motion, it's going to have to hit the price points that I'm talking about pretty much by then. But there is a possibility that, black swan events will happen, or, just the fact that everybody's looking at the same charts, it could affect the price of Bitcoin to an extent for a period of time. Could be a few months. So my prediction is, as stated on Facebook, by the end of 2021, Bitcoin hits at least $115,000. Now, the range there would be that would be the low end in my prediction. The middle of the range would be around $250,000 per Bitcoin, and the high of the range would be market cap of gold on the planet. But I do see this cycle being a little bit different than others. I feel like the run-up in February, March, and April was premature. I feel like everyone's looking at the same charts, and so they prematurely valuated Bitcoin at a certain level. Its peak 64,000, depending on which exchange you're on, and I feel like that was too early for it to happen. It was supposed to happen, a few months later, and so when people saw the price tanking, based on what previous charts said, nobody wanted to be holding the bag. So there was this giant sell-off, which has caused Bitcoin to be in the low 30s for like 2 months now. This period of time where people are really learning more about cryptocurrency and whatnot. So alongside that, I actually created my own cryptocurrency token just to figure out how to do it. I would like to dabble a little with the technology of it and take you guys on this journey with me, and try to make something actually useful out of a token rather than just how Bitcoin is only just like a store of value and medium of exchange. There's lots of other things you can do with some of the other coins out there. So I heard that it was easier to make a BEP20 token on the Binance chain than it was to make ERC20 token on the Ethereum chain. So I went ahead and did that. It took me about an hour to do it, to figure out all the ins and outs of it, start to finish, listing it on Pancake Swap. And I named my first token that I created Hoss, Hoss, after my friend Hoss, who I talked with about cryptocurrency. And the reason why is because there's this running joke that all you have to do is say his name and the FBI will be interested in you, because his real name is Hossein, just like Barack Obama's middle name. Hoss kind of suffers from a little bit of prejudice against his name. So I created the coin specifically to celebrate that and bring awareness to it. But really, the coin is worthless, right? As far as like a store of value, it's going nowhere. I just created it as a project to make a coin. So learn how to make a token on an exchange. There's a difference between coin and token, by the way. I made a token, and injecting the code into the Binance chain was pretty easy. I set the number of coins. I was able to list it on Pancake Swap by creating a liquidity pool and balancing a portion of a Binance coin versus I think it was 500 million Hoss tokens, in order to just get it on the exchange to where if somebody wanted one, I could share one with them. And then I picked a few of my friends that have wallets that I know the address, their Binance address, and sent some to them. And one of the tutorials that I followed in creating the token, I sent the videographer who made that here on YouTube a little bit of the token, because he left his wallet address and said in his video, hey, if anybody makes any tokens following my tutorial, it'd be fun to see how many different kinds of tokens I get. So I was like, well, I'll send him some. I sent him, I think, 1,000 Hoss, which it was worth less than a penny. Probably spending 30 cents to do the transaction, because that's about the gas fees in Binance that I had to pay to do it. That was more expensive than the actual amount of Hoss coins that I gave him. But anyways, I've learned how to do that now, and I think that I need to modify the process just a little bit and choose, for the purposes of creating actual utility out of this technology because I'm more interested in that than the speculative price of cryptocurrency. For creating some utility and maybe adding it to a website where people can do something funny with, or do something useful with a very cheap cryptocurrency. I'm probably going to have to choose between, the Binance chain, the Ethereum chain, or the Matic chain, in order to see like which place is best for me. Right now, it would be Matic, but I'm going to work on what I want to do with the token first before actually creating it now that I know how easy it was to create one. And I'm pretty sure that the Ethereum process is, even though it's a little bit more complicated and expensive right now, it's still it has more potential. And the Matic network, transactions are less than a penny versus Binance, which right now with Binance Coin being at the price that it's at, the transactions are like 30 cents, and then Ethereum could be anywhere from $5 to $200 per transaction. That's until they upgrade their system, which happens later on this month. Anyways, I've been down the rabbit hole. Okay, and I'm still having fun talking with other people about the technology side of it, like my friend Haas, and sharing memes and whatnot, but definitely I think it'll be a little bit more development with the next coin that I make. But if you guys want to own one of the Haas coins, it would cost you, the coin itself is worth less than a penny, on the exchange, but you'd have to do the transaction fee of Binance, which would be, whatever one gas fee purchase would be. This year it's ranged anywhere from 20 cents to 65 cents worth of Binance. So I will leave the address, that would take you directly to the Pancake Swap link that would have you be able to add it to their exchange so that your wallet could read it. But if you don't have a MetaMask wallet or a Trust wallet or anything like that, don't even bother. But if you do want some Haas coin, I did put it on the exchange. It was just for me to learn how to make it. All right, and that's all the utility of it. There will be no others created. There's a cap of 1 billion coins, and they are completely worthless. This is not financial advice. Do not buy Haas coin to try to get rich like it's Doge or Shiba Inu or Healing Pot. That was another one that I saw. Or Safe Moon or Safe Bars. It's nothing like that. It was just me learning. And if you want one, you can have one. They're very cheap. Link in the description. But nobody's getting rich. I think if everybody else in the world bought one and I sold all of mine, I would still make less than $1 at the rate, at the price that I put them at. So nobody's getting rich at all. Not you, not me. It's just symbolic. If you would like to have one, link in the description box. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week. But later on tonight, I'm going to be on the Breakfast Club, which I think is going to be 5 p.m. Saturdays from now on until further notice. And yeah, I'll try to make more videos, but I think the most important thing that I ran across that I wanted to share with you guys is just the for this week was just the accountability of you guys hearing my prediction, so that if I'm right, I can gloat, and if I'm wrong, you all can roast me. Remember that I said by the end of 2021, Bitcoin will be worth more than Apple.